You can maneuver around. You can maneuver around.
Okay, cannot catch you.
A classic pick against Deton as well.
You can, like, looking at the lineup from Red, realistically only Suyo can match the speed of Irithel running away.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this Jushin is gonna be the game winner. It's going to be an anchor again for Vamos.
Do they have an answer?
For Red, realistically?
Yeah, realistically.
A little to none. It has to be a perfect game, and even then, I don't think it solves the core of the problem.
Kind of feels to me that Red Esports, they want Vamos to just run right in their face and hope that they will be able to do enough to kind of disengage and fight back.
The pursuit of the early game here, folks. If Red does well, they get 2 turtles, they get a few team fights, they could equalize this. We're jumping into the land of dawn, where this time it's match point for Vamos. Can they close this out?
Game number 4 coming up, and Vamos at the cusp of the upper bracket finals. A rematch against Toda, whereas for Red Esports, they need to somehow stabilize the state of the game. Jushin has been a big problem, but they continue to want to deal with it. Red on blue, Vamos on red.
And right now, of course, Chibi starting on the orange side, starting on the orange buff, while Suyo starting on the purple side. They're both going to be ending up in the EXP lane. One thing that's interesting though, Zorn is just going to be running right into the face of Suyo and just give a good amount of information until Red comes in to intercept.
Pretty hard to deal with Zorn. Like, you need a lot of damage to take out a Gatok Kacha. But then you have a late game scaling marksman, right? You look at everyone else. Suyo is probably the one with the most damage output from early to mid.
Yeah, Zorn taking a lot of damage.
This could be it. The Blazer stun, the Revitalize so strong. The rest of Vamos shows up. First going on with Chibi, and that's already bad news. Chibi not done with first, not content. Smooth fight number 2. Chibi takes out the passive of Kim. Looks for the third. Warlord looking to secure it, lift him up, throw him down. 3-0 Vamos at the start.
1, 2, 3. 3 kills for Vamos here. And we were talking about the early game. So does this qualify as a good early game for Vamos?
This is way better. Sensui cleared his last camp and hasn't hit 4.
It's 1 minute and 30 seconds. We're already looking at a 1600 goal, and it's slowly ever climbing.
Oh my goodness, this is actually insane. 1 goal per second if you put it in perspective, but man, this shuts down what the Edith wants to do in the first 2 minutes, shuts down what Sensui wants to do. He's waiting for the purple ball to hit 4, where Chibi, he's gonna hit 5 after the orange.
Yeah, and again, let's talk about this. This is a Chibi signature. Chibi is a player that plays off of adrenaline, and he really likes this hero that fights in the early game.
Chibi coming in for round 2, Fracture. Lethal Ignition almost takes out Kim. 1 last burn, but that's Turtle.
Yeah, but that's good because you're basically denying Kim from doing anything. If Chibi keeps on doing that, Kim can't even show his face on the map. Like, this is physical damage and psychological damage.
Let's not forget, Kim is currently still at level 3 and he had to recall.
I mean, why is Iris even in that spot?
That's down.
Surely Red Esports know that that was not a point of contention.
Red Esports just losing everywhere. In the top lane, of course, when it comes down to Irithel versus Nathan, and right off that 1 minute in, we have already seen that Irithel just smashing this owl.
Hey, they better kill Nets. I mean, they do, but they trade 1.
1 for 1.
It's not the worst case scenario. Look at that, right? Zorn is a level ahead of Grace. And with Warlock on top of Grace, it's so tough. You're looking at the Jushin, walking straight into the enemy jungle to zone out a Suyo.
Now, Husky, do you like it when your statement is proven with numbers?
Of course, I love it.
So Jushin has been picked 9 times in the playoffs, banned 6 times, 100% pick or banned. I'm sorry, do you want to know the win rate of Jushin?
I'm inclined to say that it is 90%.
Close, 88.88%.
Wow.
The only game...
Jushin has won 8 out of 9 games.
8 out?
Yes.
Wait,
the only game that Jushin lost was game 2 against Red.
Oh.
They will make it 90% if they win this one, right? Again, that Jushin is such a big problem. I sound like a broken record, but teams haven't addressed it yet.
But facts is facts, right? We gotta have to cover that.
88% win rate. That's nuts. In the playoffs. In the playoffs.
Like, at one point, you have to sit down and realize, man, we really need to get rid of the root cause. Well, clearly, Red hasn't done that. They've beaten it once, but again, it's under a very controlled environment. That was in a vacuum. It's an anomaly. To do it twice would be super impressive, but I don't see that happening. Not for Ao. That's enemy. Goodbye, Ao. They're going to be stuck at level 5 for quite a while. Chibi finds the kill.
That's a snowball that we're looking out for Team Vamos. 3K gold lead right in 4 minutes in. And it does seem like as though the Irithel would be able to take away the entire part of the shields and might very likely be able to clear it out soon.
Dude, like...
I mean, is it fair?
I'm lost for words.
Is it fair to say that this game is already like half over?
Half over.
I mean...
A quarter over? Maybe?
As long as the crystal is still there, a lot can be done. But Vamos is definitely in prime position to get the crystal for sure. And now Chibi is farming up very, very fast, and Warlord survives.
Commit the flicker to try to go into Warlord, but Warlord just got away with his Purify. Iris now primal wrap. Entropy from out here is so deep in. They get rid of Zorn, but look at Ness, he's running around Iris. Iris can't get up to him. So it's still a 1-for-2 trade in favor of Team Vamos. Nothing much can be done on the side of red.
I mean, on the bright side, Sensui, at least when it comes down to EXP, is still pretty on track. Is only 1 level down from Chibi. That could still be a nice little chance for them to kind of get themselves right back to the game, because it is a Suyo after all. To obtain these objectives is not exactly too out of the question.
I mean, with, you know, being down 5,000 gold, it's a little bit difficult, but I get you. It's not impossible for sure.
I mean, Ness is 2 levels ahead of Ao, right? Who is now 0-2. You look at the average levels for Team Vamos, even the Roma has higher levels in terms of, you know, you just put the direct comparison. Zorn is a level ahead of Ao.
Level 7.
Yeah, Zorn is level 7, Sensui is level 8. That's not the kind of difference you want to hear.
If you pull out the SP graph right now, it is just a landslide for Vamos. 5K gold lead, 16 minutes in.
We're really just almost on its way to 1,000 gold lead per minute. And this is definitely a foreign concept to me. Coming from Mpl-My, we've never really seen this kind of swinging advantage right off the start of the game. So honestly, I'm pretty impressed with the fact that Malaysians has just been consistently pulling things like these off.
It just got worse. Ness got Heart's Claw and Berserker's Fury in 6 minutes.
Oh my goodness, that's fast.
That is so fast.
Like at this point, he might complete his 3 items in 9 minutes. Like the average time gold laners complete the 3 items is between 10 to 13 minutes. And he might be 1 minute faster than usual.
Yeah, he's uncontested in the lane. You can't catch him.
2 kills, 2 assists. And now about to get the turtle as well.
We don't have a very reliable lockdown from the side of Red Esports.
Yeah, it's a complete nightmare.
This is just a free roaming little panther.
Not just the fact that they have to deal with a Nolan, but the Nets right now becomes another problem that they have no solid answer to. Let alone having to deal with Warlord, right? You're putting so much responsibility on Sensui, who's just not enough. You can't rely on this Suyo alone. He needs someone to set up for him, but all the setters are getting just tossed around like ragdoll by Warlord.
And they're gonna have to respect the amount of damage that Team Vamos is just putting in, right? They wouldn't want to die, so they're gonna have to slowly give away these small little portions of the map away and towards Team Vamos. They just lost the bottom lane tier 1, top lane as well, eventually middle lane.
I almost got one-shotter, by the way, by Chibi. Maybe they can get Zorn. Oh, Ness is there now. They can't anymore.
Dude, right now, Vamos, they're flexing their micro mechanics, man. I mean, their macro is impressive, don't get me wrong, but they're really showing their micro, especially Chibi. I mean, I want to say nice things about Warlord, like he might be the MVP of the match, but he's just spamming his second skill.
It's really just be plain juicing, let's be honest.
And Grace is about to die. This Akai has effectively been eliminated from kind of the resource pool of Red Esports.
Dude, Edith has been eliminated.
Edith too.
They have
Your frontliners have essentially been nullified.
This is 5v3.
Yeah, it's 5v3. 5v3 and all your cores are losing.
They're just hoping for that one point in time whereby they're able to burst people down.
One shot.
I guess that is nonsense.
One shot.
Oh,
Lethal ignition. Lethal.
Close.
Thanks to the iframe. Any other hero would have disappeared.
If that was in alpha, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. If that was
Oh my goodness.
28k.
28k in 8 minutes. No one else is close. GB is solo carrying this game.
I want to look at the items, honestly. I want to look at the items.
Yes. 8 minutes in. Let's look at the items.
After the Lord camp. Items.
Items.
Come on.
I know that he's definitely got the Hunter Strike, but what's the next 2 items? Because
He could
pretty
go
sure that
BOD.
he's got quite a bit.
He could go BOD if you want.
BOD.
He's going for it.
Yeah.
Bladed Heptasis and then BOD. Okay.
You can't fight this with red. You just have to give it. Gotta cut your losses. Flicker from Grace and Sui out.
Oh, bit of damage.
Wow, that's true 20% damage reduction, by the way.
Dude, right now, Chibi is going for Sensui. Now Chibi wants to go for a killing spree. Killing spree for Chibi without a BOD.
He was on immortal form as well, right?
Dude, Chibi is getting vocal. You can see on the cams of
Yep.
Vamos.
He's saying, I love you.
Yeah, he's saying I love you. He's saying, Sensui, you're great, but I'm better. Or something like that. They're in their element.
I'm greater than ever.
I'm great. I'm better.
Better
I'm better
than
than
great.
ever. Better than great. I'm the greatest ever. I am you.
Who am I?
Who am I? Who you are.
Vamos, they're getting the mid lane.
Rushing right down.
I can't believe I'm the serious one at the desk.
The middle lane, T1's down, with the Lord marching in, ready to plunder. All the way from the top lane when there's no T2. Middle lane and the bottom lane is just going to be under siege real soon. And Team Vamos, they aren't going to stop at anything. They are still very much on track with that 1 minute, 1k goal lead every minute thing.
Just to remind you guys, this is match point for Team Vamos. If Vamos win, that's it. That's GG. Red Esports will be dropping to the lower bracket. It's going to be Selangor Red Giants going up against Red Esports. Both red teams going head to head.
And Iris, he has to dash away. He wanted to hold on to his Primal Wrath as a means of defense. But look at this, 10k goal advantage. Swinging around that range. This is checkmate angle for Team Vamos. Essentially, Red Esports, unless they find a way to hold out.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Spell the R, spell the R.
Can they spell the R?
Spell the R. Oh, they spell Vamos.
Vamos!
That's Delta formation right there. That's how you know they won the game.
This is what Vamos does, Abs, right?
That sounds good.
Get used to the culture where if they're sure they're gonna win, they're gonna go to the mid lane and they're gonna spell something out.
But what's the R, supposedly?
Red.
Red.
Ah,
I don't think you can spell R with 5 heroes. I
Yeah,
guess.
so you do V Vamos.
okay.
Can he catch Warlord? Oh, that's
If you go up against Toda, you do a T.
Ah. But
There
this
you go.
time, since you can't do an R, it's a tribute to myself.
You know what?
Tribute to them.
You know what's crazier? If Vamos wins this and they go up against Toda, means there's a chance we see them back on the M6 stage, or at least most of the Vamos members.
That's crazy.
This is already, like, we made fun of the fact that what if two teams with the name Red go into the lower bracket? I mean, that is getting closer and closer to reality.
Yeah,
you know?
very close.
'Cause
And just imagine Vamos going up against Todak as well.
that's
Dude.
an epic rematch. There.
Dude, let's look at it again. Oh, okay. I was about to talk about Owl, that he's gonna be the reason why they can win this game. You know, get the farm on Owl and then let him solo carry. But Chibi doesn't look like he's gonna let Owl move around freely around the map.
I mean, this is the Lord that aims to end it off for Vamos.
I mean, Suyo can't win a lore fight if Suyo is nowhere close by, right?
Yeah.
That's
But
how,
he's level 14 though.
Yeah, but
It's not
how do you
fun.
get into the fight?
dude. If you go in, you're gonna die.
There's
Straight up.
Katot, there's Irithel, there's
No, I mean, like, if someone can open the map for you, that's great. But how are you gonna open the map when the Jushin is there?
Yeah.
I mean, if they really want to be really desperate about it, I don't know if whether that's valuable or not. Make a beeline with heavy spin, just kind of clear the wave, and then hey, Sensui, walk right in.
It has to be Iris and Kim, either one of them, committing a flicker into a crowd control. But with such a big gold deficit, your damage dealers will not have enough resource.
The only thing that they can do is just kind of try to hold on by stealing the Lord, right?
Yeah, I mean, you Vamos wins the game because they are richer than you.
But it's a tall order to even steal the Lord at this point.
Lore marches in.
It's a Gatot Alzorn, cuts off the back line. That's Ao gone. They just removed him.
Oh no.
And Vamos, they see the win angle right here as they go onto the crystal and plunder everything for Red Esports. That's hitting on the Red Esports members. Double kill for Suyo though. Maybe Red Esports have a glimmer of hope. They hold out. And Vamos will call for retreat.
Now that's overhitting as well, where Vamos, they're thinking, we got 10,000 gold. What's the worst that can happen?
Just lose a couple of bodies. Just throw a couple of bodies. They still have 10,000 gold. They lose an EXP laner and a roamer, but hey, the most important members from the start of Team Vamos is still alive, and honestly, I don't think that they care.
Yeah, best case scenario, honestly. Now, Sensui trying to go for the ambush on the Chibi. He knows that Chibi wants this purple, right? So that's the engage I'm talking about. Chibi dashes away. Tough boots. He just decreased the time in air, so that's Flicker gone for Iris.
That
Trying to make a play.
No, I mean, like, here's the thing, Husky. What you said is correct, 100%. And they did what you said, 100%. And he still got away.
Tough boost difference.
Now it's like, even if you get a good catch, it might be
Don't have
wasted.
the damage.
It might be wasted.
Maybe the charge up Blazer, the stun would have been a good follow-up, but again, that's a crucial resource, right? The next minute and a half without a flicker, the Lord coming up in 50 seconds. And Red Esports have exhausted most of their means.
I mean, even if you catch someone that's not as slippery, right? Maybe the Gato Kacha or the Phoveus. The Phoveus having that vengeance means that he can tank for a while.
Yeah, you can't catch Jushin because she has a Purify. You're never going to catch Nets. If you catch Nets, then that's on Nets.
Nets has always been pretty far away from the initial fight until he does find that avenue anyways.
Yeah.
So Team Vamos, they just want to kind of play things a little bit slow, I suppose. Wait for the Lord and get a guaranteed win from this point.
Yeah. One of the few kind of long-range marksmen, right? Especially when you can kind of move and attack at the same time. That's the Irithel.
Realistically speaking, Red Esports, the only thing I can think of is just Suyo. Suyo, fire an angle, be able to just jump right in, steal the Lord, extend the time, do that 3 times.
He has to be a hero.
Oh.
And look at
But
that.
Zorn sees him. Zorn knows he's there.
No,
He gets caught.
He's gonna go down. And look at that.
Yeah.
And it's not done just yet. They're gonna go for the collapse. Chibi coming back. Ao will be intercepted. And now he flickers, but Chibi, he can go for more. They gotta protect him. But it's a double kill for Nets. And Chibi just hanging around. He knows what the goal is. It's all about the Lord.
Dude, right now, Vamos, they're just playing around, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but I kind of feel like you can already see it.
You can, I mean, you look at the first 4 minutes, right?
How did Zorn know that Sensui was there?
I think he just wanted to open up the map and just kind of put himself in the headspace of Sensui.
Dude,
If I am so far behind, where would I hide to steal the Lord?
This is the experience of a guy that's been in the MPL for 14 seasons.
The only all-time attendee. This could be the coup de grace for Team Vamos. One final push. Don't even need to wait for the Lord at this point. Second inhibitor taken out.
Right now,
Rough King.
Smooth gets found out as well. Again, it's all. I feel like Owl needs to do
A miracle.
a miracle. Exactly. Kim now having the Wishing Lantern. Maybe he can deal with the Gato. Maybe he can deal with the Phoveus. I mean, 60 minutes in, like Red Esports should have most of their items, right? So I feel like they have a fighting chance against Vamos because Vamos has a lot of gold, but you reach a point where there's too much gold, right? There's nothing else to buy.
The main people that is gotta be Kim as well as Iris. As long as they're able to find a really nice power control with the Earth Shadow or perhaps the Frigid Glacier, that could be the main thing. But Team Vamos, I don't think that they will just go in together.
AOG in for Zorn. Playing the battle line again. Zorn, Winter Crown underneath the crystal. They take out the Lord. Double lift from Warlord. Ao wants to do the damage. Winter Crown for Warlord. As Iris goes down, Warlord changes to Immortality. Needs to escape. Taken down by Ao. Shut down over for Red Esports. But Vamos has taken the entire base.
Right now, this is what we're talking about. Owl has to do a miracle play. He's standing as far back as he can to make sure he doesn't get assassinated by Chibi, to make sure he doesn't take any splash damage from Nets. Looking at the items, he's full build. He has everything he needs. All that he needs is not an item anymore.
Honestly,
He needs space.
the top K gold lead don't mean too much to the gold lanes anymore.
Yeah.
Starting
It's
to
all
diminish.
just on to the majors now.
Starting to diminish for sure.
Yeah.
We saw the Winds of Nature purchased by Nets, right? So that is to deal with Sensui and Sensui alone.
So why is it that Team Vamos wants to extend the game that long?
I mean, they couldn't end the game, right? They were throwing bodies to secure the last inhibitor.
Technically, they did manage to take 2% down just now. There was a clear lane in the bottom lane.
Can I just question, maybe Nets doesn't need the Wind of Nature?
You go for DHS?
No, go for Rose Gold Meteor.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Athena Shield. You're going up against a Natan, Aurora, and Edith.
I agree.
I mean, is Suyo
I mean, he would go
that
for
big of a
Athena,
problem?
Athena, right? Athena or Rose Gold. I agree.
I feel like Rose Gold. I mean, the Rose Gold can handle Suyo as well. I mean,
All
like,
of them.
let's be real. he hasn't been that big of an impact. I mean, sure, you could get one-shotted, but if Suyo is close enough to you to get one-shot, I'm pretty sure everyone else can. Okay, there you go.
There we go.
He heard me. He heard me.
Yeah. I mean, if Suyo,
me and Nets think alike.
if you're close to Suyo to one-shot him, he probably can one-shot you also.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this third Lord, I don't know how Red Esports is going to contest. Well, the fourth Lord, I don't know how they're going to contest it.
It's going to be the same thing, right? Sensui will want to find an angle to once again go in. One thing that I feel is they are probably going to be making sure that they will be able to open up some space using Grace's heavy spin, which is something they haven't really quite tried it yet.
I mean, look at where Chibi is. And the thing is, you don't have any
Oh,
inhibitors.
look at Owl. Chibi and Owl. Owl's not close enough.
Yeah, the way he's going to naturally push in. Like, if you're Vamos, the Lord is not important to me. I want Red to come.
Yeah, because they have naturally pushing lanes anyway. Red Esports will need to address to these pushing lanes, and when they do, Team Vamos can just go in.
They want smooth, but he's so tanky. That's Entropy out. AOG committed from Zone. They want to push Red Esports away. They want to give them the Lord opportunity. Not attained. Here comes Ness from behind. That's the flank. Completely open. Iris wants to run away. Heavy crossbow just absolutely splashing onto him. Iris out for 50 seconds. And Red Esports, they cannot contest the Lord.
Yeah, again, like, Nats is playing this Irithel so well. Like, we were talking about long range and mid-range marksman, and I would consider Irithel mid-range, but he's dancing, man. He's dancing around the team fight, making sure that he doesn't get caught, and this is just the story of the match. Iris and Grace doesn't get to play the game.
Yeah, and we're seeing another layer to this problem that Red Esports needs to deal with. The gut thought out. It is so hard to just stand your ground when Zorn shows up and you have to just split. Your front line gets sacrificed, your back line is now out of position. Most of the time, Ao commits his entropy, so he loses a big chunk of his damage output.
I think Red Esports really just want to force out a mistake from the side of Team Vamos, but in the previous fight, it doesn't seem like they managed to. Like, it's very clear that they knew when they want to go in, and they knew when they want to retreat, but Iris just got unfortunate. It just got caught by Team Vamos, and they're gonna have to full back out anyway.
I would say if Red Esports somehow defends this, there might be a chance. But it's going to be grim. Grace lifted up. Iris loses immortality. Kim almost goes down. Lord is way too strong. They're going to do their best, but he's thrown out by Warlord. Vamos have found the opportunity, and Team Vamos will blow past the red zone because the only way is forward, and they will head into the upper bracket finals.
It's gonna be Vamos going up against Toda, and Red Esports going up against Selangor Red Giants. Look at the crowd. Everyone, oh my goodness. Look at this crowd.
Hey!
For those who might not know that